Hey everyone, it's Blue Lizard Jello, and welcome back to Blue Plays Scholar the First Sin here in Dragon Shrine. I am looking spiffy. I have a pretty great sword that I'm excited to show off for you guys, but first let's take a look at my gear, take a look at my stats, and discuss just a couple of things. So this is the Ivory King Ultra Greatsword. I have upgraded this to +5. You can see this does have split physical and magic damage, and you're going to see exactly where both those damages come from in just a little bit here. As far as armor goes, I have the Xian's Helm, Velstat's armor, the Rune Gauntlets. I did actually farm the Rune Sentinels in Drakekeepers Castle to get their entire armor set, which was actually not too bad. I put on some item discovery gear, and I think I had it in about maybe 4 or 5 cycles. It wasn't too terrible. And then I have the Xian's leggings to top it off. I do also have all of these upgraded as far as they can. The Xian's can go up to +10, but the Velstat and the Ruin being unique sets, those can only go up to +5 using Twinkling Titanite. For rings, now this is where things do get a little bit different as well. Chloranthy Ring +2. Now in order to get the +2 version, you actually have to use a Bonfire Ascetic at the Undead Purgatory Bonfire to reset the Executioner's Chariot boss fight, and then once you kill him a second time, that is when you get the Chloranthy Ring +2. Likewise, I have the Ring of Steel Protection +2, and in order to get this, you have to use a Bonfire Ascetic inside the central, I believe it's the central bonfire in Drakekeepers Castle to respawn the Looking Glass Knight, and then you can get the Ring of Steel Protection +2 when you kill him a second time. Here we go. I also did this for another reason. I wanted to use a Bonfire Ascetic so I could actually have Benhart fight him with me a second time to make it easier to complete his questline, which we're going to be seeing to fruition in the next episode, which is going to be the Memories episode. My stats did change yet again using a soul vessel, so still soul level 150. I'm not going to level beyond this, but you can just take a look, see what my strength, my dexterity, and my intelligence is now in order to use the Ivory King Ultra Greatsword. This guy right here. Alright, so let's take a look and see exactly what the Greatsword could do. Oh, by the way, I am using the Bracing Knuckle Ring +2, continuing on from the Dragon Aerie, this time not because I'm worried about the exploding undead citizens, but because the durability loss on this sword can be pretty substantial if you're using it the way I intend on using it. Now, it does have 200 durability, so it's very, very high. But here's the moveset when you're one-handing. Pretty straightforward. That's your light attack, here's your heavy. But when you two-hand it, this is what you get. If you remember when I fought the Burnt Ivory King, he had a very similar moveset after he buffed his sword, and now we can actually use this. The beautiful thing about this moveset is that the swing itself, so obviously this would just be pure physical damage. When you switch over to two-hand, it doesn't convert solely to magic damage, but the actual blade will still do physical damage, and the magic that extends off of it will do magic damage. So if you are up close and personal and you hit an enemy with this attack, you get the full physical damage and you get the magic damage. It is not like the other items that have split damage where you actually take both defenses into effect to calculate one overall damage. You're actually doing the damage 2 separate times. You're doing the physical and then you're doing the magic. So overall, you can do a lot of damage by hitting them with the actual blade. I'm resting just to reset my durability. But let's get going. I've heard some interesting stories about Dragon Shrine. Sorry about the cut there. My neighbor opened up her garage door and that gets very, very loud. So I'm not sure exactly all that's changed. Oh, you know what? Although I see a change already, I need to turn my HUD back on. I turned it off for screenshot purposes. So we have one of the Dragon Knights over there. So now we have to worry about both of these guys. Let's see. And it doesn't look like I can really... It doesn't seem like you're going to get lured. In fact, are you neutral? You are neutral. Okay. I've heard some things. We'll talk about them in just a second. Let me deal with this guy first. Oh, wow. It's going to be a 2-shot for them? That is great. Oh, by the way, with all these souls that I got from killing bosses at the next new game level, I bought a max stack of repair powders. So with these Dragon Knights that are now apparently just spread throughout the area, if you leave them alone, they are neutral. But I believe, and you guys, as always, correct me if I'm wrong, and I actually have a correction to make regarding my last video, I believe once you get up to the Ancient Dragon, they actually all come and attack you. Even this one guy down here, he will actually rush to the top, and you just get absolute wow. And they are a little bit everywhere. So the correction to my last video, I had talked about the crystal lizards and how you could just quit and reload and get them to respawn. That is Dark Souls 1. I am playing them both concurrently right now, and well, sometimes those lines get a little bit blurry, so I apologize for the misinformation, but yes, you do have to rest at a bonfire in order to have those respawn. Yeah, you're completely just non-hostile. In fact, I can't even target you. Although you do track me. And there's another cut. Apparently my neighbor doesn't need to go into the garage. Well, anyway, so I can't target. They do track my whereabouts, so I can't simply get, well, I probably could get a backstab. But we'll do that in a minute. But first, we do have a Ferrous Lockstone here, and we do have some in our inventory. I really hope that there's no petrified statues, because I actually have no fragrant branches of yore right now. I'm just nervous that he's going to suddenly decide to attack. This is a really cool armor set. It is returning from Dark Souls 1. This is the Judgment set, although it's actually not called that in Dark Souls 1. But this is the armor set, and I'll just show you just the mask. This is the armor set that the partners wear. So these are servants of Velka that we learned about in Dark Souls 1. Oswald of Karim, as well as Cromwell, the partner in Dark Souls 2. They wear the partner set, and you can learn more about Velka and the kind of the judgers, the partners rather, in Dark Souls 1. I'm not the lore aficionado that some of you are, so I'm sure some of you can elucidate in the comments if you'd like. But I think I need to clear these guys. I don't know if attacking him is going to make them all hostile, but we're going to find out. I'm going to try to go for a backstab, though. So why don't you look over this way, and then real quick, I'm going to not get a backstab. Yep, okay, so they're hostile now. That's okay, because 3 hits is not bad. In fact, you are almost a 2-hit, but the R1 has enormous stagger potential. Just enormous stagger potential. So hit them with the blade and the magic, and you will stag. Wow! Just wow. Oh, look at them bowing. That's really cool. I'm actually totally okay with that. But I don't know if they're still hostile or not. The stairs are your friend with some of these guys. Follow up. Oh, you're blocking, so you're not taking a whole lot of damage, huh? Now you are. So normally, every hit with one of those R1 or R2s is going to take off, I believe, 10 durability points. Just for the magic itself. It doesn't actually count if you're hitting a wall or something. But with the Bracing Knuckle Ring plus 2, it should only be taking about 5. Although you can see here, I'm already at 136. I'm almost halfway to my durability. So I need to be careful there, and that's why I do have the repair powders on my hotbar. Let's do this guy. Let's take care of him quick. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, 1 dead. I'm going to take some hits here. No big deal. And R2. R2, very similar to the Fume Ultra Great Sword. You can cause some very, very strong knockback, which is excellent. Can really get you out of some jams, especially there when I just wanted to give myself a little bit of breathing room. Sending him backwards and flying was preferred. And, oh, up here is now clear. Oh my goodness, but not up there. Jiminy crickets, they are everywhere, guys. Wowzer. Still Twinkling Titanite. Alright. And up there, still more. We still have the chest to get. Alright. Well, you decided to just do a whole lot of nothing. And you're just gonna get absolutely wrecked. Oh my goodness. Now you are. Wow. They do some damage, guys. They do some damage. So let's pop a couple of life gems. I know I have Estus, but I'm saving those because I very well may need those later on. Still one of my favorite areas. Dragon Area and Dragon Shrine, they're very atmospheric. They're very well created. So we have the Drakekeepers, Great Axe, and the Great Shield. Doubtful they're going to make an appearance in this playthrough just because we're actually nearing the conclusion. I do have a couple more weapons I want to show off. So just one of the big knights. Oh, I love the bowing. I think that is really, really fun. Alright, here we go. Yikes. That was some damage. Oh, I got their Ultra Great Sword. Wow, very nice. And let's see, you gonna let me get a backstab? Sure are. And how about you? You wanna run into my R2? Of course you do. You have no problem with that. Wow, that actually looked a lot cooler than the button inputs that I did would actually suggest. I did not intend to do that kind of guard break flourish at the end. Alright, so we're going to go down here. We're going to go to the optional area first before we actually start ascending to the Guardian or the Ancient Dragon. Oh, there's a shade over there. Now, you used to be able to get the washing pole over here, but now you just get the slab. There used to be a mimic right here. Not so much now. Bashful Ray. And do we still have just the single knight in here? Or now do we have multiples? Okay, we do have multiples. Just gotta be careful of his hammer and don't... We don't want to actually hit that other guy. That's gonna hurt, yep. Alright, let's see. How do we want to handle this? Yeah, stay over to close to the wall. There's some good damage. Alright, let's back up. Let him come to me. Haha, like a charm. And then you might be able to actually just backstab you. Guys, you should really be just a little bit more observant. Now please, like I said before, don't let there be any statues blocking the way or else I'm kind of in a bad way. And here I believe we should be getting an upgrade to our current ring. The third dragon ring, yes. An upgrade in every way, shape, and form. So we're going to put that on right now. And we have to be worried about Wilhelm. Wilfang? Voidfang? I don't know. This invader. He can be a bit of a bother. But with this sword, I should be able to stun lock him for the most part. Villard, that's what it is. Yeah, wow, okay. He's not an issue with this sword, that's for darn sure. Oh boy. I am overpowered, to say the least. But you know what, that's going to be alright, because fighting the Ancient Dragon is going to go just that much faster, hopefully, if I can get the timing right. So we're going to pop a couple of the repair powders. I think it does 30 each time. In fact, let's just check. I'm at 77 now. 107, yeah, so I need about 3 more of these. Yeah, and this is why I bought 99, because you go through these like candy. And now you get the Petrified Egg. Unlike the Petrified Somethings, you do not trade this to the Crows. You instead give this to Magworld in the Iron Keep, and he'll allow you to join the Path of the Dragon Covenant. So you have to make it all the way here before you become a Dragon Bro. The Petrified Something, on the other hand, that can be traded to the Crows. Try to get an old whip or Demon's Great Hammer, the Chandler's Trident, or the White Ring. You can get those with anything, but much higher chances using a Petrified Something. Oh, look at that. We got Crystal Magic Weapon, but we also get a Fragrant Branch of Yore, which is new to this area. So maybe there is a statue at some point that I need to unpetrify. I am not sure. But Crystal Magic Weapon, really good weapon buff. Oh my gosh. What? All of the big old knights are gone, but look at how many there are. So now the question is, if I attack... Alright, I love the bowing though. I love the bowing. If I attack you, are you all aggroed? Oh boy, well, here goes nothing. Yes, yes, you are all aggroed. Get going. Get going. You're faster than I am. Oh. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Why? Why is this a thing? Alright, keep running, keep running, keep running. Heal. Heal, and then roll. Okay, the range on this weapon is actually what's going to be the most useful, for sure. Wow. Okay, I'm actually clearing them pretty successfully. I think it's just the one more NPC looking guy left, who actually I think is taking some damage, so... Well, okay, very, very little. Get knocked down. You have some health, my friend. Backstep. Backstep, and... Ooh, you stopped me. Fair enough. Ooh. Okay. I want to knock him down so I can heal. You didn't get knocked down. That's not okay. That's even less okay. Run. Run, run, run. Pop some candy. Pop some candy and spin. Come on. Pop some candy and spin. There you go. Almost. 74 damage. Not okay. Not enough. Alright, now for the finish. That didn't finish you. That will. That didn't. My friend. Can we be done with this fight? Oh my goodness. Dragon Shrine. Why you hurt so good? Oh, bother. Oh, they're not done. I thought they had all followed. They sure didn't. They absolutely, I went early. Oh. I meant for a jumping attack there. I should be healing. This is silly. All right. Yep, we gotta run and heal, run and heal. Oh, whoa, wrong way. Oh, guys. What? I mean, some of you warned me about this area, but I don't feel like the warnings were enough. What is happening? I feel like I used to think No Man's Wharf, or I'm sorry, Hade's Tower, was the definition of too busy, but now, Dragon Shrine, you win kind of by a landslide, and now I'm at risk again. So I need at least to pop one so I can deal with this last guy, and then it's dragon time, so hopefully we are almost done with this. Hey, buddy. You can heal or block if you want, but it's not going to save you. That was crazy. I don't know how many there were, but 10? 12? Too many. Too many. Okay. We are here. The Dragon Shrine's already clear. There's not a lot of loot here. There's not a lot of secrets. We've already done the one big one where we fought Villard and got the 3rd dragon ring. And now we have the Ancient Dragon. Well, we're just going to talk to him at first. We're going to get the Ashen Mist Heart. But this is a boss. That's 3 times the door's been open or shut in the last 20 minutes. Anyway, Ancient Dragon. Speaking to you telepathically. The curse of life is the curse of want. The Ashen Mist Heart. So now we have the Ashen Mist Heart. Let's actually take a look at this. One of the more interesting items that you get. Delve into the memories of the withered. The manifestation of Ashen Mist received from the Ancient Dragon. The magic of the Ancient Dragon allows one to delve into the memories of the Withered. Now, when you read more about the dragon, you read the description of his soul, it actually sounds like, and I don't think this is 100% confirmed, but this is likely not a real dragon at all. In fact, this is likely an illusion that's been created by Aldea in order to kind of present a test to those who maybe are seeking to either just destroy Nishandra or to actually ascend into the throne themselves. Even though he is physical, he is real, he is not an actual ancient dragon, he is just a creation or a manifestation from Aldea. Now I'm going to attempt to show you the technique that I've used time and time again to kill him. I've done this with numerous weapons, I've done this with spells, pyromancy, I've done this with my fists using the Vanquisher Seal. The trick is you want to get behind his back feet or in front of his back feet in between two of his toes so you can bait this stomping attack. Just like other dragons, I can't stress this enough, if he flies, find the tip of his tail and run to it. Do not stop running. This guy has massive area of effect, fire breath, excuse me, that can kill even the most stalwart of players. I'm not using any fire defense, at least not stacking it, so if I get hit with that, that could very well be the end. But let's see, what is my durability at? 56, so I need about 5 of these. 2, 3, 4. Every time I do this, it's like, hooray! It's like you're throwing confetti. Alright. And here we go. Okay. So, in between the toes, and then you just have to watch his feet. There we go. If he stomps, just run to the other foot, get a couple of hits in. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. There we go. AI is fairly easy to manipulate with the Ancient Dragon. Occasionally he still will fly, but as long as you're paying attention and you run to his tail, you should be okay. About a third of the way down. It's not a very exciting fight. Alright, he's flying. Where? Oh shoot, where's his tail? There's his tail. Run to his tail. Good. And now just run immediately back to his foot as fast as you can. There's a stomp. Give me another stomp, buddy. There it is. Ooh. I kind of got caught there. I'm going to not attack a second time just to see. Yep, he's going to fly. Find the tail. Don't stand directly under the tail because when he lands, that tail, it does have a hitbox, so you can and will take damage if it hits you. Alright, he's below half. This is not good. I was not... Oh, he just stomped with his front foot because I was definitely in the wrong position. Alright, what are you going to do next? You're going to fly again? Alright. Some things that you can do to mitigate some of the damage from the Flame Breath, especially if you're often going to be running away. The Gower's Ring of Protection, it doesn't completely nullify the damage, but it does reduce a lot of damage you take from the back anyway, so wearing that can help. Stacking fire defense is obviously a huge benefit. Oh, jeez. So good fire defense armor, as well as using one of the orange burrs could help. I am going to heal once I'm over here. Don't want to risk it. Speaking of risking it, I probably shouldn't have even gone for that attack, just in case, but it's going okay. It's going pretty well. And what do we got? Another? Wow, okay. We have some good patterns right now. Let my stamina recharge. Another. Good, good, good. Oh, he actually hit me. He actually hit me that time. He's flying. Run, run, run. There we go. Alright, may be able to finish him this cycle. We'll see. All depends on if he's going to cooperate or not. He does have some hyper armor while his foot is actually still recovering. So you notice that I do less damage if I attack kind of early. Alright, one more hit, and he's done. Ancient Dragon, everyone. If you can learn to bait that AI, he is easy as Sunday morning. So we get a Soul of a Giant and a Petrified Dragon Bone. The Soul of a Giant, we haven't talked too much about them because right now we only have 2 in our inventory. I'll show you those. Those are these things right over here. The soul possessed by a giant. The soul of a giant who came to conquer Drang Lake. It can be used to acquire souls, so if you pop this, you do get some souls. But, more importantly, the more giant souls you have in your inventory, the weaker King Vendrick gets. So if you're going to fight King Vendrick, which we are, you can have a maximum of 5. Well, you can have more than 5 technically, but 5 will actually reduce his defense to normal amounts. Whereas the fewer that you have, the higher his defense. And it's actually, I believe, exponential. I think it's somewhere around, if you have 0 souls, he has something like, I don't know, 128 extra defense, or 128 times his normal defense, and you just do absolutely pitiful damage. Once you have 5 in your inventory, and I'll show you how to get all 5 in a normal run once we do the memories, but he becomes much more easy. He becomes much easier and able to be defeated by most players once you have 5 in your inventory. But that's a Dragon Shrine, and that's actually going to cut this episode here. Next time we're going to be doing the memories. It might be a bit of a longer episode because we have 3 Giants memories. We have the Ancient Dragon memory, which doesn't actually have anything in it other than a soul item, and we have to do Sir Alan's memory in the Crown of the Crown of the Old Iron King DLC. But wow, Dragon Shrine. One of the most updated areas in all of Scholar of the First Sin, and I don't know how much I love it. I don't know, and you know, actually, no, I'm going to give my critique just very quickly. It's far too busy. There is no reason under the sun that you should ever be fighting, I don't know, 10, 12, 14 enemies at the same time unless you've made a horrific mistake. In this case, I don't believe I made a mistake. I believe that I went where the game wanted me to go and how it wanted me to play, and I still get just absolutely bum rushed by those enemies. I am very glad that I chose this episode to use this sword because this was an absolute lifesaver. So I would recommend get something with a lot of reach. I don't think range attacks or spells are going to do a whole lot of good unless you have some very powerful AoE spells at your disposal. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, gripes, or insults, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you next time.